the last couple of months, or the last week or so. So I want to do a little, I want to test that pun. I'm going to ask for a little bit of audience participation. So you could all stand up, please. Probably might not work so well for the cameras. And I want you to sit down if you watch match the day this weekend. Okay, not bad, not bad. That's quite more than I thought. Actually, the next question I ask is, if you watch the football World Cup this summer on any broadcast channel, please sit down. I had a reserve. I had a reserve just in case I didn't have any football fans in the audience, and that would be that did you watch anything on the BBC, the Olympics, in terms of their online coverage, their results, website, their mobile apps, all stuff that that we bit of time at the top to explain exactly what it is we do. I've got lots of friends that I try and explain what we do, and they still don't quite get it. I don't think, but most of them are dumb rugby guys anyway. But um, so we our offering is based on in three separate areas, really. Um, we're a technology company. We provide technology solutions to enhance sports events. The first one, quite um, well, well known, um, sports websites, um, mobile apps. So we have developers sitting in our offices uh, around the world, developing some of the biggest sports websites around. So we do FIFA.com, we do UEFA.com, uh, for golf, we do European Tour, and obviously all with their kind of associated digital experiences of mobile apps and tablet apps. We're also aimed at broadcasters of our flagship product, which is called Diva, which is a data integrated video application, which essentially allows the user to choose different angles, scrub back to find the goal that they want, overlay the data at any point in the game that you want to see, and it's probably our flagship product, and there's a cross all platforms that we do on. The next set of solutions are on-stage solutions. Is that going to make the video bad? But so in Brazil for this year, we had 120 people over in Brazil for the Football World Cup. Venue teams going to reach the venues to collect the data, so the guy here in the stadium collecting the number of passes, the number of tackles, the offside decisions, as well as tracking cameras, tracking their every move to give them the distance that they've covered. That drives the football graphics the day at the weekend. So all of the graphics that you see coming up on Match Today with the data and the football graphics that come up there. Managing and managing your data feed and providing the graphics for that. So that's our kind of on stage offering. We do a lot with the Premier League, all the Premier League programming, provides the graphics for, which includes the touch screens at the front, so that when the presenters come to the front and want to go through different video clips and other kind of graphics offerings. And the last set of solutions are what we term the backstage solutions, which think about content really. In our London office, we've got 15 web journalists writing stories on UEFA.com on a daily basis. They're added to with 4 or 5 video journalists who are creating content. We've also created television BBC documentaries, such as football and other content creation. So we on a UEFA Champions League night, for example, we would be down linking the signal in our offices in Wimbledon, and we have 8 commentators uh, providing live commentary on the games. So quite a diverse range of solutions. Um, it's quite a challenge explaining even to our clients exactly what we are. Lots of some of our clients know us only as a result in the graphics company. Some of us know us for our, for our online solutions, and some of us know us for our, our content solutions. So quite quite a wide range. And basically taking input which sometimes we are creating on the left, using our solutions to provide the things that as an end user, which I tested you at the start, you'll be watching, and hopefully enhancing the sports experience. We're growing massively. We are so that we could support all of the BBC work that we do. I'm off to Mumbai on Sunday, with probably opening an office there. Q1 next year, and the other offices shown at the moment. I kind of sales offices, but what's kind of triggered this kind of global expansion is the events that we're doing. So on here, dotted across the maps, there are all of the events that we've covered. Well, not all of the events. Sorry, a subsection of the events. The Olympics program that we've done, we've basically taken a very complicated data feed for an Olympics event, which, as you can imagine, multiple events with lots of different roles, and we've used that data feed to then produce all of our solutions. Our broadcasters all around the world have to make a decision when they get that data feed. What do they do with that? How do they want to display it? Do they want to build their own website? Do they want to build their own mobile apps? Do they out their own streaming. What the thought that Australia had was that if we position ourselves as the provider of providing that solution, then essentially all of those broadcasts will be doing the same thing over and over again. We can kind of come and be a one-stop shop and provide all of those solutions for them, which has allowed us to grow geographically and pick up lots more clients all across the globe.
connects with our other platforms too. When data merges with video and even greater power emerges. arena, helping organizers deliver another wonderful event. deltatre will stand with you. Inspiring, passionate, bringing sport to life. deltatre at the heart of digital sport.
So, so broad range of things with a broad range of skill sets that we're in the market and looking for. I did get kind of out before. I haven't always done this. I've been at deltatre UK for the last 8 years. Before that, I was a professional rugby player. This is one of my proudest moments. I can see everyone thinking, where's the big ball, fat bloke? I had a bit more hair back in the day. But I had 10 years and I think as a rugby player, you kind of always know that your time is limited. I was a full back. I was an outside back. Um, I was getting a bit long in the tooth, um, and um, and my body was falling to bits, basically. So, uh, uh, so I needed to I needed to start a new career. So at the age of 30, sitting down and thinking about a new career now, that's not quite true, because throughout my uh, um, my professional career, I, I, I did an MBA, I did a postgraduate qualification in computer sciences on top of the on top of the undergraduate degree, which being very lucky, the timing of professional rugby coincided exactly when my when my undergraduate degree finished from Exeter. Um, so managed to finish my university degree and walk straight out into a professional contract with Gloucester. So pretty lucky from a time from that perspective. Um, so at the age of 30, having to kind of decide on a new career, and the players you were um, were great at the time uh, piece of career advice from someone. I was at the time I was kind of deciding on two routes, basically. One, staying within the club game uh, and administration, probably going towards coaching. I knew I wanted to use statistics. I knew I wanted to use statistics, and I there was a potential route for a kind of team analyst. It would have kept me in the professional game. The, 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 the money was quite good, having played professional rugby. You know, it, it, it's a good living. Or start right at the bottom uh, uh, and I actually applied the first job I applied for deltatre. It was a job that we continue to advertise quite regularly, and that of being a part-time data collector, coming in at the weekend and watching games of football and collecting it. And the career advisor basically said, themselves very well to coach, but it's not something that I really want to follow. I want to follow something that's kind of cool around technology and cool around sport. Um, and I found that deltatre, and luckily when I applied for the job of uh, this part-time data collector on a Saturday. The, 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 the company, the full and the UK were contemplating pitching for the Rugby World Cup in 2007, and they they built deltatre basically built on UA technology. So we've been the UA, the core technology partner for the UA for um, 25 plus years, and so experts in football, but not a lot of them. Any no expertise in rugby. The guys in Italy didn't know a lot too much about it, and so my CV flips across the desk, you know, professional rugby player, and they they got me in for a bit of consultancy to help with the tender pitch, which we then won, and then they asked me so my first year first year, just sat watching rugby games, testing software, which was absolutely brilliant. One of my, really, really good fun job. I kind of thought the, the real fun I had was playing rugby, which was which was an unbelievable career, but that first year for the show was fantastic. We then I then uh, uh, they kept me on to then manage the project. So we had 8 teams um, dotted all the way around France and a couple in the UK. Actually, there were a couple of games in 2007 in the UK. Um, teams of 4 or 5, I think, on venue, collecting those results. And I was given the kind of opportunity to manage that, which was brilliant. I then spent I was in Paris for 3 months for the Rugby World Cup. Went to all of the games that were played across the 2 venues in Paris. And it was, you know, it was it was really good fun. I also, in the same way that I was very, very lucky with the timing of the professional rugby, was very, very lucky with deltatre UK. I was mainly mapping the disruption that's happening in the broadcast business. So, broadcasters, the TV schedule basically is slowly becoming less and less relevant. Um, people are getting it from VOD platforms, IP, streaming what they want when they want. And deltatre kind of right at the heart of that. Um, doing that for kind of sports organisations and broadcasters all over. And you know, the, the where it will go, I'm, I don't know. You know, things moving on to YouTube as a channel. The, the, the actual rights um, owners becoming broadcasters themselves. Uh, uh, more and more of this thing, the, these things are happening, and deltatre like to think we're positioned that there's some thought that could happen one day, but essentially the people that work at deltatre trail are all sports enthusiasts. And actually, there's a mix. There's people that love technology, and there's people that love sport, and 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 the best combination is when you get a bit of both. But as hopefully I can demonstrate the top, all the different areas that we do. There's a broad range of skills that we're looking for quite regularly, and as we grow so quickly, we're adding in the UK typically between 15 and 20 full-time resources a year. I should also plug at this point unashamedly our graduate recruitment program, which I was quite responsible for putting in. We're in our fourth year. Applications close on December 15th, so get them in if you're interested. But we take on 2 graduates a year. They sit for 3 months in each part of the business, so they get they go on, they go into the operations developers and understand how you kind of build websites, and the aim of which has been incredibly successful for the 3 years that we have run it, is that we get kind of quite rounded uh, um, uh, individuals that completely understand the deltatre value offering, which, given it took me so long to explain it, is quite challenging. Um, and we engage, we innovate, and we deliver. We've done some of the biggest sports events in the world. Uh, a nice kind of aside is that we get to go to these events, and as being